the Duchess of Scamlot. You've heard the name. You've seen the headlines. But what's actually happening behind the palace gates and inside that Montecito mansion? Stay with me, because this story just took a very sharp turn. For weeks, we've avoided this topic. But now, there's no choice. You requested it. So here it is. A full Meghan Markle update. And no one, absolutely no one, is safe today. So what's really going on with her? And what about Prince Harry? He still has his title. For now. He's not the Harry formerly known as Prince just yet. But let's rewind. Before we dive into the drama, we need to talk about how the royals spent Easter. And here's why that matters. For the first time in 3 years, every senior royal stood together inside St. George's Chapel. Catherine, Princess of Wales, Prince William, George, Charlotte, Louis, King Charles, Queen Camilla, all of them, unified. If you are enjoying this video and want to see more updates and insights, don't forget to like this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel Windsor Insiders so you never miss out on the latest news and discussions. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about this story. The last time that happened? 2023. From a PR perspective, the message was loud and clear. We've had issues. We've seen the negative press. We don't know what's happening in Montecito at that McMansion with the Duke and Duchess of Soho house, but we're moving forward. And here's something that warms the heart. Catherine is back. Healthy. Radiant. Royal fan pages have been dissecting every detail of her style. The kids? Growing up at lightning speed. Prince George is suddenly tall. And think about the weight on his shoulders. A future king, God willing. That's a pressure no young man should have to internalize. But here's the bittersweet part. Prince Louis was on his best behavior this time. And honestly, that's almost sad. Because we loved Wild Louis, the kid who reminded the world. The royals are just like us. Their kids don't want to sit through long church services either. Look at that family photo. That's the monarchy. King Charles, Camilla, and the next generation, the ones who will carry this institution forward. Some people ask, why should we care? The royals are frivolous. But here's the twist. There are almost no institutions left in modern society that honor tradition, that keep the pomp and circumstance alive. William and Catherine? They get it. They understand the future. The Commonwealth. 2 billion people. They are going to champion causes that matter, not just to them, but to the entire planet. And no, we're not kicking King Charles and Camilla aside. They are actually coming to the United States in a few weeks. That's something to watch. But across the pond, something else was happening. Meghan Markle did Easter with her kids too. And the moment those royal family photos dropped in the UK, you could almost feel what came next. Because this is what they always do. Every time the London royals get attention, Harry and Meghan post their children. And sure enough, a video appeared. Kids running, searching for Easter eggs. A happy family moment. But here's where things get interesting. Reporters on the inside, the ones who feed me those little tidbits, all say the same thing. This is just the beginning. Because Meghan's Netflix deal is in the gutter. Everything she touches seems to fall apart. Absolute disaster. Utter calamity. And Harry? He looks checked out half the time. Honestly, you can almost understand why. So what's left for Meghan? How does she generate clicks, views, headlines? She's going to have to peddle the next generation. But here's something creepy, and I'm just being honest. If you're a celebrity, either show your kids or don't. Pick a lane. But these videos, always from behind. The back of her head. The back of his head. Walking away. There's something eerie about it. And this is the thing. For the right dollar amount, the right TV contract, they'll show those faces. They are holding out. Teasing. Waiting for the biggest check. Now let's talk about the Met Gala. Harry and Meghan are allegedly upset they weren't invited. Welcome to the club. 99% of us will never step foot on that staircase. And honestly, you couldn't pay me to go anymore. The Met Gala used to mean something. Fashion. Hollywood. Politicians. Now, half the people there, I don't even know who they are. a new crop of celebrities, and 1,000 influencers crashing a historic event. Here's the kicker. Anna Wintour knows how to run a business. She generates attention, but her moment may have passed. Vogue has shut out half the country, conservative women, independent women, catering only to an elite liberal bubble. Print is dying. That's not an opinion. That's reality, but here's one positive change. They didn't invite Harry and Meghan. They'll be licking their wounds. But don't be shocked if they crash that red carpet anyway. If you see them on those steps, watch closely. Next up, Meghan's Australia retreat. And this is where it gets ugly. It's in shambles. I told you weeks ago, this is like Fyre Festival. There's a photo circulating online of the conference room. Cheap fluorescent lighting. Empty chairs. It's giving disaster. People are paying thousands of dollars to go see her. $3,200 for a VIP package. And you know what you get? Not a solo photo. A group shot. With Meghan. Who does she think she is? The Queen of England? You meet President Trump. You meet the First Lady. Real power? Real star power? They give you a picture. They are kind. Generous. Humble. Meghan? No solo shots. Just a group picture and a quick smile. And this retreat is supposed to be about female empowerment. But here's the truth. Meghan Markle has never been about empowering women. It's faux liberal feminism. When the Queen was on her deathbed, what was Meghan doing? Oprah interviews. Accusing her in-laws of racism. Talking about how miserable they made her. This retreat is called her best life. So let me give you some real advice. If you're a woman who wants to live her best life, take those thousands of dollars and invest them. Watch the money grow. Open a high-yield account. Do anything other than sitting under bad lighting listening to someone who can't even run her own businesses. The jams. The jellies. The dog biscuits. The As Ever brand. It's barely selling. No new products in months. The Netflix deal is down the tubes. Who is paying for business advice from Meghan Markle? And yet, people are. Some of them are even buying tickets just to infiltrate. But this whole thing, it's Fyre Festival all over again. Remember that? People showed up expecting Coachella. Instead, porta potties. A slice of cheese on bread in a styrofoam container. It was Survivor. It was Naked and Afraid. It was I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. And that's exactly what these photos are giving. So here's the bottom line. Don't pay thousands of dollars to sit under fluorescent lights and listen to Meghan Markle talk like she's a female founder. The only thing she ever founded? A rich, famous husband. And okay, credit where it's due. She bagged the most eligible bachelor on earth. But beyond that, what has she actually done? Now for the final story. And this one is telling. Queen Elizabeth refused to take Harry's calls without a witness present. Let that sink in. According to Hugo Vickers, a longtime friend of the royal family, after Harry and Meghan's Oprah interview, after Harry's book Spare, where he laid bare every intimate argument with his brother, whenever Prince Harry called his grandmother, she asked her lady-in-waiting to stay in the room. But here's the pattern. There were recent stories that the head of Netflix, Ted Sarandos, wouldn't take Meghan's calls without a lawyer on the line either. Do you see what's happening? No one wants to talk to them without a witness. Because they are litigious. They spin stories. They take a normal conversation and twist it for a book, a reality show, another Oprah interview. You could have a completely innocent chat, and next week, it's in print, distorted, weaponized. And look, I'm about to sneeze just talking about this. I'm allergic to this whole topic. Someone get me an EpiPen. But here's the truth. I wouldn't trust them. And neither do powerful people. Whether you're the Queen of England or the head of Netflix, you learn fast. You keep witnesses on the line. You protect yourself. People looked at Queen Elizabeth as a sweet little old lady. Respected. Beloved. But savvy? Let me tell you something. She became queen at 25 years old. She reigned for decades through war, technological revolutions, social upheaval, women's liberation. She lived through more change than any modern leader on earth. There was nobody savvier than Queen Elizabeth II. She knew what was up. She saw the game being played. She looked at her grandson and his wannabe actress wife and thought, I know exactly what you're doing. And so she picked up the phone and made sure someone else was listening. Shout out to the Queen for that. And that concludes our royal roundup of Harry and Meghan. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more updates and insights, don't forget to like this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on the latest news and discussions. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about this story.